Hey everybody, Sammy here at SFI Sports Cards back with another video. Today is January 6th. Today we're going to look at a small sampling of my recent pickups. Now these pickups are just quick little buys, but still cool stuff in here. In this box that I got here. These are more of the quick hit cards, I like to call them. Spontaneous buys that, see a card listed and like, oh, that'd be cool to have, and then, either put in a bid or best offer. Nothing too out of, the realm of big prices, so this box is for, the more affordable stuff. I don't want to say cheap, but there are some dollar cards, $2 cards, things like that in there. So we have 47 cards here today in this Scramble box, I like to call it. Anything from baseball, there's hockey in there. There might be some packs in there we can open, but I also like that there's cards in here, going back to the 1950s. All the way up to some modern stuff. I believe all the decades from that time period are represented in here. So you never know what we'll be showing today. Now I put these small tabs on some of these cards so I know what number they are in order here from left to right. So let's say I get card number 12. I have a tab that says number 12, so I don't waste my time and I don't waste your time counting them off. Like I said, 47 cards in there today, so let's pick out a random number off a generator, and that's the card we'll be looking at. So I'll be right back. Okay, here is our random number generator, and like I said, 47 cards in the box. Where it will stop, we don't know until right now. Card 7. So let us bring the box over, see what card number 7 is. And like I said, this card was 12 right here. So we have 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. And oh, look what we got here. We have some 86 tops that we can go through. All right. I love 86 tops. Now, I cut these out of a rack pack. I love rack packs. I love cello packs because they are pretty tough to tamper with. So I just, now if you know rack packs, they come in 3 sections. So I just cut one off. And let's take a look at what we got here. Now 86 tops doesn't have many big rookies in them, but I do love this set. I love this design. Love it, love it, love it. So we got a Tim Lawler. Now if you're not familiar with this, sometimes I do flip them. Looks like we have a George Hendrick, who was a great player. Looks like I'll have to flip all these over. George Hendrick. Played with the Cardinals, I believe. Was he in a Brave too? No, not the Braves. Mostly the Cardinals. Hendrick. Vern Rule. Ooh, we have a George Foster. Yes, I usually set aside George Foster cards whenever I get them. I have maybe like 3 of this card already, but this one looks pretty sharp. Hopefully it is, since it just came out of the rack pack. Great player in the 70s. And in the early portion of the 80s as well. On the Big Red Machine he was. Here's one. A guy that started off like a house of fire in his career. Teddy Higuera. The lefty. From Mexico. He threw that screwball. Kind of after Fernando Valenzuela really displayed that pitch. Teddy Higuera also threw it. He was a great pitcher up until like the early 90s. Cool photo there too. Cool image. Doug Sisk, the Mets. Scott Geraltz, longtime reliever. Bill Campbell. Let's see what he did. He was mostly like a well, he led the league in saves one year in '77, and appearances in '83. Long career for Mr. Campbell here. Al Oliver, speaking of long careers, he was a tremendous hitter. Yeah, led the league in RBIs. 82 with Montreal. But yes, played with the Pirates for a long time. Good years with the Rangers, so he racked up a lot of hits in his career. Over 2,700 up to this point. So, really nice one there. Al Oliver. Bob Welch. I remember in 1990, he won the Cy Young Award with Oakland. Had 27 wins. Had a monster year. Tom Hume with the Reds. Calvin Chapman, which I don't really think he did too much in his career. Tim Tolman, say with him. Jeff Burroughs. Now, I believe he was a #1 pick overall. Let's see. Senators drafted #1. I think it was #1 overall. But he led the league in RBIs one year. Hit 40 home runs one year. So decent career for Burroughs. Calvin Schiraldi is another one. He played with the Red Sox as well. Vida Blue. Now I have this card, but it's always great to get another Vida Blue. He had a long career. Great with the Giants and the A's. He was a Cy Young Award winner in '71. Switch hitting pitcher. Vida Blue and Rick Honeycutt. He was on those great A's teams in the late 80s and early 90s. But also, Ranger came up with Seattle and had some good years with the Dodgers. So that was very awesome because I love 86. 85 is my favorite. I like to compare these two sets kind of like 58 and 59. I love those sets back to back. And 85, 86 is kind of like that for me. I love this design. Love black border cards and I love white border cards. So combining them is, it's a win for me. I love it. So, some pretty good players in that little section of the rack pack. So, that was number, 7 in this box, the number. So, What I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust these and go back to the randomizer and see what else we can get. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, we are back with this generator, and we have decreased it by 1. So now there are 46 cards in the box, and let's see where we end up this time. Card number 2. You know what? I think that is another pack. Yes, it is. Now this are hockey cards, OPG 2021 to 2022. Now I think that there are yellow border cards in this. Tall boys, which I dig the color yellow, so let's see if we find any in here. We get a Jack Campbell. Now if I butcher these names, I'm sorry. Alex Arfalo. Alex Nedeljkovic. We have a Capitals checklist. Oh, a Cale Makar. That's pretty awesome. Are these... Well, this says OPG Premiere, so I don't know if... Are these like throwback cards, maybe? Well, either way, getting a Cale Makar is pretty cool. Set that one aside. Ryan Strom. And Austin Matthews. All right. Now we're talking. And Ethan Bear. But we get a Makar and a Matthews. Thank you very much. All right. Very cool. Was not expecting that. I mean, this is just like a base set, I believe. But, you know, who cares? Pulled an Austin and I pulled a Makar. All right. So, set those there. And then we'll sneak in one more card, so let's go back to the generator. Okay, so we are going to shuffle up these numbers. 45 in box now. This will be for probably the last card of the video. I don't want to drag it on too long, so what do we got? Card 41. Now, actually, I think I have a number tab already set for 41. So this will be easy. Yes, we do. 41. What do we got? Okay, we have another hockey card. I'll take this out of the plastic. I like showing you cards so there's no glare on them. But we have an Upper Deck Saku Koivu. Do you guys remember him? Now this is a card from the Junior Championships. Now I remember him as being a guy that kind of was going to take the league by storm when he was coming in. He was a little right up on him. Very skilled player. I remember him coming into the league. A nice looking card here. You know, Upper Deck's got some good ones for hockey. I just thought this was, you know, someone I recognized, and thought it was just a cool image of him. Now, I don't know if you'd call this like a rookie card. I think it's probably more of like a prospect card, I would think, more than anything. But yeah, like it didn't cost much, so like I said, I've heard of him before. So figured why not, you know. Now, I know he's from Finland, but I don't think he had like who played for Finland? The Finnish Flash. Was that Teemu Selanne? So he obviously doesn't have that nickname, but he had a solid career. Um, I don't think he really lived up to the hype as far as being on like scoring lists or goal scoring leaders or stuff like that. But I don't think he ever won a cup either. But he played for Montreal forever. Just, a guy that you can rely on and, you know, solid player for a long time. I think he played for like Anaheim later in his career, though. But cool card, I thought. So, like I said, wasn't that expensive. So, a couple of bucks here for an early card of someone that I recognized from back in the early to mid 90s. This Saku Koivu. So, pretty cool to look at some of this stuff. We'll put him right there. And yeah, so we got the 86 cards here. They all look in pretty good shape, which isn't always good. So I do have a box. It's like a set box of 86 Topps. So I will be adding those to the collection. And yeah, here are the other pulls. Here we got Austin Matthews out of a pack and a Cale Makar. Just to round out, what we just looked at. So yeah, that's it for today. I really hope you enjoy this little visit to the mystery box today. Just a couple of cards here and there that, I thought I would love showing to you guys. And I love doing this style of video because I believe it represents me as far as what cards I'm into. I can't buy just big hits all the time and graded stuff all the time, and I don't really want to show that every single video. I mean, I do plan on bringing you that type of thing, and people have watched my channel before. I have shown that kind of content, but I like changing things up, and this is a different kind of enjoyment for me. I hope you out there will take a little time and enjoy it with me. So let me know your thoughts. What cards did you like seeing? Comment if there's like a similar card that you have, anything in your collection that similar to what you saw today. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Have a great weekend. Relax. Spend time with those you love. Take in some sports. Go searching for cards. Or, read up on some baseball history. Watch a movie. Do what you need to do to keep happy and to keep safe. And I will be visiting with you all very soon. Take care, everybody.